August 7th, 2014, in the gym working out with a gentleman. We've been training together a couple months and doing a tricep exercise. And next thing I knew, I heard a loud pop, pop, and both my tricep tendons just tore. The weight came down, hit me in the head, another concussion I just didn't need. And I was just running through all these scenarios in my head about surgeries and everything. And I told my partner, I said, hey, I said, I know I'm going to have all these surgeries. And what he did is he went and turned around and called Dr. Wallach. And Dr. Wallach says, tell him to stop it. He, first, let's see what he has. Tell him to go have an MRI. And if he has a grade 1, 2, or 3 tear, tell him don't do anything. We can repair it naturally. If he has a grade 4, tell him to go have some surgeries. But until then, take this. And I was already coming into longevity, so I came in because I saw the compensation plan. I said, the numbers work for me. So, and now I'm almost forced to take the product, because of my injuries. So I went to go see my orthopedic, and lo and behold, I had my MRI done, and I had a grade 4 tear. They were torn almost completely off the bone. They were just hanging on by a couple of strands. So my orthopedic tells me, well, you have 3 options. Your first option is to do nothing, and you'll have about a 30% functionality. And I said, hey, doc, that's not going to cut it. What's the next one? He says, well, I can cut into your elbow, and I can try and repair it. And at that point, you'll have probably about a 50% functionality. I said, okay, doc, what's the third one? He said, well, the third one is I can cut into your elbow. Then I'm going to also cut into your forearm, take your anconeus muscle out, which is stronger than your tendon, and replace it. And with that, you'll have about a 70% functionality. And I said, okay, let's do that. I saw my MRI. They were bad. I mean, just a couple of strands. Exactly 2 months to the day when I started taking my supplementation from longevity, and I had my first surgery. Went in, had my surgery, came out of my anesthesia. I looked down and I was cutting my elbow. I was all taped up, but I had nothing in my forearm. So when the anesthesia started wearing off, I asked my orthopedic, I said, doc, what's going on with I thought we were doing the other surgery. He says, to be honest, I don't know. He said, you had such good tissue and tendon to work with that all I did was a repair. I didn't have to replace anything. Now with your replacement surgery, I was supposed to be out 6 months on each arm. I was out 9 weeks on both arms doing a repair surgery, no replacement, with the supplementation I took from longevity. That's the only thing that I did different. Now, I had been suffering from multiple injuries my entire life. I played football in college, powerlifted, bodybuild, I fought. I did everything there, and I could never really stay healthy. I was going from one thing to the next. Going for a world record in the bench press, I tore my the tendon in my chest, connecting my chest to my shoulder. I tore it in half. All the numerous injuries I had in football and fighting and everything. So, my body is just really beat up. And I was always looking for something that could keep me healthy, keep me competing. Now my competitive days are over. I just want to work out. And even with that, I went in the gym just doing light tricep exercises, and I ended up tearing my tricep tendons. And I come to find out how nutrition and supplementation is what rebuilds your body, all your organs, all your tissues, connective tissues, all these different things, and what keeps you going. And through perspiration is where we lose our nutrients at an aggressive rate. I didn't learn all this stuff until I hurt myself, until I was forced to figure out another way of getting myself healthy and doing the things that I want to do. I mean, play golf, do anything. So the point of this video is to say that every single person, man, woman, and child, needs supplementation. And it's just a question of what you need for you. Everybody needs a 90 essential nutrients. There's no question about it. So I want you to go to my website, put it up here. And I also want you to go in there and see what I took for me. So for athletes or former athletes or anything in there, I definitely know what to take. And I'll show you what I took for myself. I deal with a lot of different health issues that other people have. So The best thing to do is just to ask questions, ask all the questions, research yourself, take your health into your own hands before it's taken out of your hands. And so my website is there. Go take a look, contact me, ask questions, get information, get informed about your health. And really, the goal for everyone is to live longer, healthier, more productive lives, you know. And don't ever let a physician tell you that you can't do something or that it's too late. You know, when I took my nutrition from Longevity, what happened was is that I took it for my tricep tendons. But the real miracle out of the whole thing, and I call it a miracle, Doc will say it's not a miracle, it's just science, right? But the real miracle for me was is that through my athletic years and the things that I did with football and everything, I had numerous concussions to the point where I don't remember the majority of my college football career. And I had so many health issues after. My first episode happened in 1993. And I just felt, you know, sitting in this parking lot. I remember it like I remember that, like it was yesterday. Sitting in my car, and I just felt this intense pain in my head. I put my hands up to my head, trying to squeeze my head together to stop the pain, and I didn't know what it was. I've had pains all over. I've had injuries all over, and this I couldn't figure out. I've never had that before, and that lasted about 30 minutes. This intense pain in my head, like somebody was stabbing my brain. And for every year from 93 to 2013, I never went a calendar year without having an episode. And they progressively got longer and longer and longer. My one in 2013 ended and it lasted 6 months. I couldn't go out in the sunlight. I couldn't go out in any fluorescent or neon lights, forget it. Any noises, even people having casual conversations would drive this intense pain into my head, even more amplified because it was there all the time. But all these other outside factors, the light and noises and things, would just escalate my pain. And I went to top neurologists all around the world. I mean, all around the United States. And the one that I went to in New York was my last one of the top neurologists in New York City. And basically what they're telling me is that the only relief you're going to get is when you're dead. And when you get it time and time again from all these doctors, and they're telling you there's nothing that they can do. My MRI and a CAT scan showed a complete dark covering over the left side of my brain. And so I just kind of took it as, well, I mean, if none of the specialists can figure it out, and I haven't figured out anything over the years trying to help myself, there's nothing I can do. The miracle came when I took my supplementation for my torn tricep tendons because I needed that. I didn't want to have all these crazy surgeries, and I tried to repair myself naturally, and I did for the most part. Inherently, it helped with my head issues. From 93 to 2013, I never went a calendar year without having an episode, and it progressively got longer and longer and more intense. And now, going from December 2013, and now here it is, 2 years later to the month. And I haven't had a health issue with my head. Not one. The only thing that I changed was my supplementation. That's it. Something I've been looking for my entire life. It found me when I least expected it, when I didn't think that anything else would help me. So the moral to the story is, don't give up. Don't let other people tell you what you can and can't take. What your destiny and your fate is. Take it in your own hands, because there are solutions. There are other natural ways of doing something besides what a doctor is going to tell you or somebody else is going to tell you. Take it in your own hands. It's your own health. You only have but one life to live. Live it the best way you can. So go to my website, check it out, and really take your health in your hands. Ask me all the questions you can. You'll see my supplementation is there, what I took for myself, what I continue to take now, all the different things that I try, and what's going on with me and how I've been progressing, how I have more energy now than I ever have, and I'm a little bit older now. I have my recovery time for my workouts is insane. I can work out every day if I want. I'm sleeping about 4 hours a night, 5 hours a night tops, and I still have energy for days. I'm at the best physical condition I've been in a long time. And it's amazing because before, when people used to look at me, they said, well, he's in great shape. You must be really healthy. And I really wasn't. The outside looked great. My inside was a complete mess because I wasn't getting my proper supplementation, right? Training and eating without proper supplementation is suicide. I'll tell you that right now. Take it from me. So go to my site, check it out, ask me questions, get yourself healthy, help others get healthy, and get your products for free. I'll show you how to do all those different things. Sign up now. Check me out now. Get yourself together. See you there.